Hello, they call me the Buster. By the way, congratulations on the purchase of your new Hybrid Pro Hydroponics system. I'm here today to help you out on putting this thing together where you can get off to a good start. So let's start with unpacking it in your area. First thing you want to do is take off the lid on the reservoir, set that to the side, then set out your buckets. I'm only going to set out 3 buckets to show you on one side, and then you just repeat to the other side. So you set out all your buckets with your tie straps facing in. Then you get one of these blue sight tubes, and the grommets are already installed in the buckets. You take this like this, and in a twisting motion, just push it down till it meets flush to the grommet. Set it up like this, then slide it under your tie strap, snug it down like that. Then later on you'll go back and cut off all the ends. Then you set that one there and do all 3 of them in a row. Then I supplied you a bottom manifold. I really suggest that you do this first. Build your bottom half first. And all you do is squeeze that on and squeeze that together on that. And then you're going to do all 6 buckets completely flush, and then you're going to bring up the reservoir and plug it in the reservoir. And that will be your bottom half complete. Just like that. Now, the first thing you want to do is you want to fill this up with about halfway with water. Put some weight on this before you go ahead and start on your top manifold. It's a lot more easier and it's a lot more neat. But once you've set it up, hook this up. Now you've got 6 pots there. And get a bucket, get your water, and put a couple buckets in. Put about 3 or 4 gallons in, and open one valve at a time. In the case that you might have a leak, it's better to start with less volume than fill up the whole system. And go ahead and just go one valve at a time until you get your buckets equalized. And once you've got all 6 buckets equalized, about halfway up, to put some weight on it, then go ahead and proceed. I'm going to go ahead and proceed to put the top manifold on without the water in it. Just hurry up this video a little bit. Alright, so then when you got it half full of water, reach back, and I supplied these air stones, a little suction cup, and a 1/4 inch 90. What you do is you just put those right down in the bucket. Now this is half full of water, and then just go over there in the hole and put it there. And then run your air line. When you're finished, run your air lines. Then from your air pump you can run individual air lines to each grow chamber. And you can hook it on right back in. It makes really nice installation. Okay, so now we got our system halfway full. We've got our air stones all in the tanks. Now we got weight on it. So now we're going to start and pull out your pump from the little box. Get the 1/2 inch fitting. Push it down in there. Come to your reservoir that looks like this inside. Pump down inside. Then run the tube going up just like that. And then you'll have this is to change your newts, and this is what pumps your newts to the top of the grow chambers. This cord goes up over the side, and the lid goes on real nice where your cord comes out. And then buy you some sort of timer. A mechanical's good or a digital. I've got a schedule to what to run your top drip. You can run it 24/7, but I supply a schedule that works really good with this system. So then you'll plug your top drip pump right into this timer. And if you want to change your newts, all you have to do is plug your drain line supplied, plug it in there, get your bucket, and just turn on your top drip with your timer, and plug in this hose, and then pump it in a bucket. Now if you start hearing it pump air, shut off the timer, let it equalize back out, then start to pump again and empty your bucket until it's empty. You always have a little bit in the bottom, but that doesn't matter. And then in reverse, just shut that pump off, get your bucket, mix your newts, and pour them in here. Now when you pour them back in, make sure you give your system enough time to equalize to the mark. Another point is if you're growing seedlings or clones to start out, get you a whiteout pin and fill the level up to the bottom of the net pots for seedlings and clones. Put you a little dot or a line with the whiteout right there. And then when you go into veg and you've got a really good root ball veg and flower, then go ahead and leave a 1/2 inch air gap. Put another little line where that is. And then that gives you an approximation of always where to keep your newts. Okay, let's go on. We'll move this in the back. Now, we'll take our top drip manifold that I've already got built for you. What you do is, now remember you got weight on these, so it's pretty easy to go ahead and slide this through these tie straps and get your dripper. And that goes up to your basket and your little stake. And this goes to the corner of your reservoir. Now I've left this a little long, so when you're finished with that full of water, your air pump and everything's hooked up, go ahead and cut this off the sides to the, once you've got these tight, to the second little notch on here. Just plug it in. And I left this long where you can take a pair of scissors and cut it to size. And then the remainder of this goes through those tie straps and tighten them down. Same for the other side. So let's go on. And here's your 6-port air pump. What I like to do is I like to suspend it off of a bungee cord. That way it cuts down off the noise and it's above the water level in your system. If you don't have a bungee cord or a way to hang it, you can just get a box. But if you get a box or a little stand or something, make sure that you can put a little screw or something in these legs, because this pump, when it turns on, it will vibrate on a smooth surface and it might work its way out. So I always like to put at least one screw in if I'm mounting that way. The lids I supply, of course, they just snap on. If I keep from dropping them all over the place, and just snap them on. Run your baskets in, run your tie strap with the different medias you're going to use, and you're set to go. And then just follow the instructions that I supply with the system. So that's all I have about to say. So have a good day and grow hard.